A lot of y'all are out here missing out on great opportunities in your life as far as your career goes, as far as going to school, because you don't know how to tell your friends, nah, bro, I can't hit the block today.
This is a man's world, but it would be nothing, not one little thing without a woman or a girl.
That I'm living now, it was a process to get here. And a lot of y'all are running into women who have been processing out of depression, who have been processing out of bad and toxic relationships, and you guys have been mellowing in it and feeling sorry for yourself and telling yourself, it's these girls' fault. I'm a black man, I ain't got no dirt. I don't have the same things that everybody else has, and I'm broken. I don't know all these people, and no niggas want to help me, and fucking everybody just want to be down on me. No, you just want to be down on yourself, and you really want somebody to come and pick you up and do half the motherfucking work for you. Ain't nobody finna save you, ho. Ain't nobody finna save you. Nobody is gonna come and save you, not even a woman. You better save yourself. And if you can't save yourself, she knows that you're not gonna be able to do anything for her. How many of you men, because I know women, we do this a lot, but how many of you men have actually stood in the mirror and thought to yourself, I do some pretty fucked up stuff, and actually dealt with it, or do you run from it? Because the reality of the situation presents the responsibility to correct it, and you don't want to do that work. You're lazy and you're poor. So a lot of y'all poor in spirit, poor in finances, poor in health, because you eat like trash. You eat them French fries all day. You eat them hamburgers all day. You eat, and you know what? There is a flip side. It's not gonna be as long, because honestly, I feel like men have been skating by for so long with all of this accepted toxicity, that it's to the point to where, and you can disagree all you want to. I'm not saying that women are perfect, but there is one thing that women are much more capable of doing than men are, and that is evolving. That is adopting and applying new concepts very quickly. That's why we mature faster. Because men, y'all hold on to a concept and until you die, that's what you believe. It's some of y'all who still think, it's some of y'all who think that, I read this, there are some men out there who think that a hoe is a girl whose coochie is loose, unaware of the fact that if you have intercourse with a woman, and maybe that could be true, but if you have intercourse with a woman and her vagina is not that tight, that is actually an indicator of low sexual activity. And the coochie is a muscle. So think about that. If you don't use it, you lose it. So essentially, the truth and the science behind it is, girls with good coochie are probably having a lot more sex. Me saying that women have sex, I bet there are some men out there who thought nasty hoes. For what? A lot of y'all need to grow up. But anyway, the things that I love about men, it's gonna be a very short list, because a lot of y'all irritate the hell out of me. But for the ones that I do find interesting, I absolutely love when a man gets in touch and in tune with his passion, and it is coming from a very pure place. And this man is, I'm telling, like I was saying, because my camera overheated, but I just feel like it is such a beautiful thing to watch a man float in between his masculine and feminine energy. And in a way as such, when I say float between his masculine and feminine energy, it's real sexy to see a man handle his business and then come and kiss his woman gently, because he knows that that's what she requires. That's what she needs. There is a such thing as being too masculine. The world doesn't need you to be that way. Who told you that? Who told you you had to be like that? And why did you believe them? Has it been serving you? Has it been helping you? Has it been helping you grow? Has it added to your life being all extra macho? Has it done anything but add confusion? Has it upped the arguments that you're having with women? Has it really messed up your ability to be vulnerable? Has it messed up your ability to connect with people? I was having a conversation with I have a lot of conversations. If you can't tell, I love to talk. It's especially to people, about what they think. And I love to read books about what people think, because this whole world is a bunched up jumble cluster ball of what people think and what they made up. Like this camera, these lights, this umbrella, this fan, this roof, this carpet, these walls, that canvas, that paint, this shirt, the stuff in the shirt. Maybe the thread came from a different company and the fabric came from a different, this necklace, the thing I use to do my hair, it's all something somebody made up. And I think that sometimes, I got a little off track there, sorry. I think that, oh no, I was talking about my friend, my coworker was telling me, we were having like a debate about a woman's inability to think from a logical perspective. I am of the opinion that women possess the same amount of ability to think logically and emotionally as men. Men do not only think logically, because I'm of the opinion, and I agreed with her when she said this, that logic involves emotions, because women get more of the irrational to emotional stipulation. And although I think more of our choices are rooted in emotion, I think the same thing of men, and y'all code it as logic, because feelings are logic. If you really think about it, it has to happen. We have to feel. That makes sense. And I think that you guys don't realize that in that sense, you're saying that your feelings matter more than hers because you call it logic, when in all actuality, it's the same thing. Sometimes explaining that to men, that her wanting to be as equal as you in some rights is not her challenging you. It's not her challenging you. It's her, dare I say it, asking you to challenge yourself to adopt something extra, not drop yourself completely, if that makes any sense. Men possess the ability to connect, to understand. I know it because I've met those men, and I'm gonna say it right now, I do not think that all men are trash. I do not believe that, and I will never subscribe to that. I love men. I love men. I have a lot of hope for men, and I'm a very hopeful romantic. I believe that you guys are capable of tapping into that without thinking it makes you a bitch, without thinking it makes you soft, because you're able to soften up sometimes. All of the men I know who swear that I leave my house because I tell people what to do, I make all the decisions, I don't talk to nobody but my goddamn self, I run this, I broke, poor, and penniless. All poor. Poor in spirit, poor in health, poor in mental ability, poor in emotional, I mean, just poor all around, just poor, just negative, just doing bad. None of it serves them. So that's what I'm saying. You want to watch yourself fail? Keep on doing it. Keep on doing that. That's what I think. That's what I think about men. I think y'all have a lot of potential, and I think that y'all need to stop listening to your homeboys who don't know shit. A lot of y'all are out here missing out on great opportunities in your life, as far as your career goes, as far as going to school, because you don't know how to tell your friends, nah bro, I can't hit the block today. That's an issue. As a man, you should be capable of making your own decisions without the peer pressure of other men around you. So it's almost as if men have been put in a position to lead, but they were, from the beginning of time, they were never really good at it. It took Eve making a pivotal choice as far as going against what they were taught, and that brought forth the opportunity to have life, because knowledge always comes with some type of backlash, because it comes with responsibility. You guys lack the ability to be understanding, empathetic, and I hear all the time, that's not a man's job, men ain't supposed to be like that. Men, that's not true. Men are capable of whatever they want to be capable of, and society is just a whole bunch of people who get together and believe the same things. So if a whole bunch of y'all got together and started believing something different, guess what would happen? Society's whole outlook would change. But you guys keep adopting things that are easy for you to just continue to go with, and it is not beneficial to the evolution of the male psyche. It is counterproductive. And I think that men need to start listening to men like Russell Wilson. What's so wrong with that? Y'all idolize people like Future, and I don't understand why. This man is clearly depressed. He is clearly in a very dark space. He made a song about it. He made a song about how depressed and sad and unhappy he is, and how he has to get validation and fulfillment through collecting women as if they're toys. Women have souls, you know, and when you touch them, you link yours with theirs, no matter what you tell yourself. I had to stop lying to myself about the whole, girl, we just fucking, it ain't nothing. Oh, yes it is. When he lick behind your ear like this, and you just out of nowhere, you just fix it a sandwich and you be like, oh God, I remember that. That's the soul tie. They done latched on to you. When you sitting there, you eating your cereal while you playing your game, and then your balls drop. You remember that one time that girl licked your goonch, you know, that little piece of meat right between the balls and the booty crack, and she just gave it a little, a little taste. That's the soul tie. Stop humping around on people and get your shit together. Get off that damn game. Get off that game. Get off that phone. Get off that computer. Pay attention. Read a book, baby. Because half y'all can't read. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just, it's out of love. Everything I ever say on my channel comes from a place of love. Unless I'm talking about R. Kelly. Fuck that nigga. I hate just thinking about him. I don't like R. Kelly. I don't like. Got a little, I feel like throwing up just thinking about it. I didn't even want to say his name. It just sounds like saying Voldemort. I just don't like him. I 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 know it seems crazy, and I think I have this backwards way of doing things, and I figure maybe if I trigger you, it'll get you in this thought process of, why is she thinking that? I'm not like that. And maybe it'll make you so mad that you'll start to think things that you didn't think before. I don't know if maybe I should change how I'm doing it, or if this is a good way to try to do that change. But my main objective is to shorten the divide that I'm seeing between men and women, because I'm raising girls, and I want grandbabies. I want to be the grandma with the big old booty, you know, who in the kitchen cooking all the food, and you know, I'm sitting there like, me, Mom, Zandy, like, hey, baby, what y'all want? I want some lemonade. Let me make some lemonade. I want to be that grandma who husband still rubbing on her booty in the kitchen, and our little grandbaby's like, oh, that's so nasty. And then he give me a big old wet kiss in front of all the grandbabies, and then my children be looking like, she's jobbing. They be doing it when we ain't here. And we look at each other like, we did it before y'all got here. 67, still hunching on each other. I want to be like that. And I can't do that if y'all are out here straight wild and acting a fool, ruining all my dreams. So please, do not feel offended with what I'm saying right now. Yeah, I know it's tough. It's gonna be hard for y'all to understand what I'm saying, and y'all gonna think she has a vagina. She don't understand the struggles of a man. I actually do. I was married for 4.5, 5 years. I understand being married to a man who came from very low self-esteem, in which he was not emotionally stimulated almost at all, where he was barely ever asked what he wanted, what he needed, how he felt, if he was okay, and not just the superficial, you doing all right? Oh, okay. And then you walk off. Like, I feel as though a lot of y'all are so used to people not even being concerned with you, that when someone actually shows a genuine interest in you, you think something is wrong with them, because nobody else has ever taken the time to do that for you. But if you keep shutting everybody down, if you keep shutting everybody out, if you just keep convincing yourself that you're not worthy, that you don't deserve this, that you're not good enough for that you'll never be this, then you are absolutely right. And I think of men very highly. I do. I think of men very highly, and that's a double-edged sword for myself. I talked about this on my IGTV. Make sure that you download the IGTV app, and go ahead and follow me on IGTV, because I do post on IGTV. I be posting cooking videos, because you know your girl be cooking. I be having to be grandma in the kitchen cooking. If I lose these cooking skills, you know I gotta hook that man with more than just that conch. But anyway, but yeah. So I'm saying this out of love. You know, I hope that y'all are receiving what I'm saying, and y'all can understand where I'm coming from as a woman. As a woman, I have very healthy relationships with men that I've never been sexual with. And just observing the way that they think, the way that they process things. And these are close relationships where we've talked for hours and hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, okay, this man, he gets it. So if I know he gets it and he's hanging out with other guys and they're talking, I know that he has to be bringing this stuff up, because there's no way he's not talking to them about things like this or triggering them in that way. So with that knowledge, I hope that If you have a homeboy who maybe some of your other homeboys deem as lame, or he always booed up in the house with that woman, he don't ever get out of the house, he don't ever have time for the bros, call him. Talk with him. Ask him to give you some gems if he can. If he's one of them halfway, don't really be concerned with his woman, don't really care about nothing. Because I'm gonna be honest, you can tell a lot about a man with how he loves himself, how he loves those around him, not just his immediate family. Because a lot of women, a lot of people think that the way a man treats his mother is an indicator of how he's gonna treat you. No, girl. The way he treats himself first. The way he treats himself first. So in conclusion to what I think about men, I want to ask you a question. What do you think about you? What do you think about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Are those good thoughts? Are those positive thoughts? Are you doing everything in your power to help yourself be the best version of yourself, and not just the best version of yourself in which is going to get you laid and get you more vagina, but I mean really tapping into and asking yourself those hard questions. What do I like? What do I need? Where am I going? Who am I? Are you asking yourself those things? Do you care about yourself enough to require that of yourself? Are you tracking your toxic behavior? Are you checking yourself before somebody else does? Are you so easily embarrassed? Are you so easily humiliated that you can't take constructive criticism? Have you become so full of yourself that you think the only person who can correct you is God? And if so, do you know where to go for resources to help you reverse those processes? Do you know where to go? If not, comment down below. I got some resources for you. I want to help you. I ain't saying I know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm good at loving men. Definitely been married. I've definitely been a mother to a household. But we both were young and we hadn't done that yet. And I actually started my journey in the marriage and he hadn't started his. And then we just grew apart and then it just happened. Things like that just happen sometimes. I'm mature enough to understand that now. But yeah, answer those questions for me in the comments down below. How do you feel about yourself? Do you love yourself? What do you love about yourself? What's your favorite thing about yourself? And I mean, what is your favorite thing about yourself for you? For you. Like, oh, for example, I love the fact that I can make myself laugh. I mean, heart down, tears in public, pushing the cart, gotta stop, bend over, bust out laughing at myself because I'm so damn funny. Like, bruh, I'm a hoot, okay? I'm a hoot. And I love that about myself. And not even just as far as my vanity goes. I mean, look at that smile. Look at it. Bitch, I'm regal. Are you educating yourself? Do you feel confident in your ability to talk to anybody, not even just women? Do you feel confident in yourself as a man? Are you confident? Are you whole? Are you full? Let me know in the comments down below. I love you. And I really want you to be great. I really want y'all to just go ahead and get it together.